Hello, good evening, und ich wünsche euch einen schönen guten Abend. And let's get this show on the road with a lot of howlabaloo. Let me introduce first who we got here. We got, of course, our Grizzly, our local comedian. We got UK Army, and we've got Valhalla. Pal will probably pop in later. Not quite sure about that. Okay. The topic for today is the event. And I turn on and says, I'll give everybody like a minute to see how their event went. Also, the new units, what they think about the units. Okay. And I already know the answer where Grizzly is concerned, but I'm going to ask him anyway.
Yeah,
Grizzly.
yeah, boy, I tell you, within 45, 50 minutes, I had all the XP I needed. I was so excited. I had enough for three of those the new gunners that were running around, and then I just promptly forgot to even fucking buy them. So, oh well, that's what I thought of the fucking event. The end.
Okay. You
I
go
was
ahead.
go ahead, ask me how excited I was.
How excited were you, Grizzly?
I was so goddamn excited that my fucking toes were curling up at night during the whole time the event was going on. I thought I was having an orgasm, and then I realized I was just sitting on my armchair with my underwear still on, and my socks were pulling my toes up into a curling position. Once I got the pantyhose off, I was a lot in better shape.
What the fuck have I just walked into?
I
UK
was
Army.
so excited that I ran out and I dyed my hair.
What hair?
The hair that was on my chest before they shaved it, and then they shocked the shit out of me and sent me home looking like young fucking Frankenstein.
Okay.
And I walked in the front one door and I went, "Hi, Benny."
UK Army, please jump in.
I'm still in what the fuck mode.
Felt like I had Tourette's syndrome. Buck, 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 shit.
Okay, UK Army event.
Yeah. Well, event.
Come on, spit it out, spit it out, spit it out.
Okay, event were doable, I think, for almost everybody. I think this one, because you could actually get through the entire event using mainly PKs and Malachi Spec Ops. If you really want to take your time, I actually did this, and I only did 4 runs this event because I was a bit busy this weekend, but I got what I needed. So I thought the event were all right. Once you realise what to do on each base, then you technically run through the entire event without spending anything. So that's for a plus side, I guess. I wasn't happy about fucking having 2 units to fucking token bash for, but I didn't do any token bashing this time. But thank Val for that one, I think. Yeah. Everybody going DP Val, it was his idea for new extra prize and event. I think Kickside when we went extra prize, we went like better tech and things like that. Yeah, fucking extra
Yeah.
prizes, more token bashing. I mean, it's hard. I mean, on an hard event, it's hard enough as it is to get the tokens, anyways. But especially if there's no holdout or anything, you know what I mean. So, but I think what it is they had the holdout. They realised a lot of people actually smash these holdouts to get, think yes, we'll have an easy event this time round. We'll get us unit and we've got us tokens. And then Kickside's gone, fuck you, we'll have another fucking unit in there. So you're going to token bash anyways. Crack the fuck on. Yeah. The 2 units itself, I think they're all right in their own ways. We've done some testing with it. I am disappointed in the new tank, but it still has got its uses. But I was expecting it to be a game changer. It's not the case. The infantry unit, I forget its fucking name, Stefan or whatever it's called. That's a really good unit used with certain other units. I mean, it can drop a shepherd rather quickly, can't it, Val?
Oh yes.
So yeah, but that's me rounding the event up on that one. Yeah. So
Okay. Valhalla.
Hello.
Hello.
Excuse me. Yeah, I like the event.
You like all the events.
You want
Why
to
do you
hear
Uh,
bother
me? You
asking
want
ya?
to you want to hear my impersonation of Val talking about the event?
Go on.
Yeah, I really liked the event. Went through it 37,000 times. Got 82 million XP. Uh, Bought everything they had. Nobody else gets anything, and everything's now up to Bigford 6,000.
cheers, Grizz.
yeah, but you know what it is, Grizz? He does it on Ruby with a jackrabbit, mate.
I wish.
Okay, Valhalla, carry
Yeah,
on.
like I said, I do. Okay, you say that I say it every event, but I don't actually. There's some events I find quite boring. I found it a bit harder. Obviously, this one a little bit, but like UK Army said, if you're willing to take time and drop some peacekeepers in, like even shock missiles as well, and dead eyes, they all worked, made it easier. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I was glad. I know not many people was, but I was glad that there was an extra unit to unlock. Of course, I'm not so glad that it, you know, takes up a lot more text, but or tokens to earn. But I just think, for me personally, I like to see new stuff being released in the game. Sometimes it's good, sometimes
Well,
it's not so good. So
yeah, I
uh,
mean,
as for the
I agree.
units, yeah, go on.
Go on. No, the units. Go on.
Yeah. So I've maxed both my units because I'm an idiot.
No comment.
Right, the excavator, I was pretty gutted on really. When Storm Chaser and another Kicksite employee was giving little leaks out a day before the event, saying it was a light tank. Uh, First of all, if it's a light tank, why has it got 412 size? If you've got a max building, the same as like a heavy tank annihilator. So, excuse me, I don't. We normally always had size of units to do with the size of the space, but yeah. So in my opinion, it should have only been like a max of 250 in its space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's light, all right. It's fucking light on
Yeah.
mine.
I mean, it's good for certain things. It's definitely not a PvP unit. Uh, I was pretty gutted, really. I just thought it'd be a bit more. The only thing I do like about the unit is, a lot of harder of the event bases. I always chuck a Cerberus in my tune for the distraction because everything usually will target that because it's high. Oh, what's the word now? Can't remember what it's called now. Where all the units like Ardra is the same. But yeah, these new units are the same. So I prefer to use one of these in the tune than instead of a Cerberus because sometimes the drones are a pain in the ass.
Yeah, well,
The Seraph, which is the Sentinel new Stinger guy from the old days, I think he's pretty lethal. But he's only lethal realistically when you max him out because you have to take him all up to level 20 to get his 500 range to be any good. And also at level 20, he gets faster projectile traveling rockets, so they actually hit their targets. Whereas at lower levels, they seem to miss their targets, like other units have done in the past when they're moving. But it's a very powerful unit for taking out high altitude. I've done some tests in the bunkers, and that's not go bar. I tested with a couple of friends, and believe them Seraphs are worth upgrading. So they will melt shepherds and
Yeah,
manticores so fast.
Valos me three shepherds, maybe four.
But yeah, that's about
no,
me.
but the only thing I got with this new tank is a miniature version of that warhorse, isn't it? Really,
Warrig.
but that's the one,
Yeah.
and that was pretty damn fucking crap to begin with. And we were all hoping when the new tech for it comes out, it was going to get a bit better. It got a tiny bit better, but it's still you don't see anybody using it. Do you use
Well,
it?
well, me get a top tip on that one, right? Before just save everybody in community a bit of time. Me and Val tried the war rig bit, just charge because obviously it doesn't fire, does it? Well, it's doing the war rig bit where you're charging it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Waste of fucking space. If it don't die up mines, it lasts about half a second if you're lucky.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is.
Exactly. Yep.
And I think this new tank is exactly going. It's going to be exactly the same.
Yeah, and if you've got a slow PC, you're fucked anyways, because by the time your graphics card catches up, your platoon's dead.
Well, yes. Or if you go and hit fucking other Andrews or Valhalla's base before you can blink, your platoon is fucking dead.
Fucking Val's face, Jesus.
Okay, so we figured out the event was okay. You know, I still say it was absolutely crap for low to mid level unit players. But then again, these new fucking players that come in with all these new fucking bases, you know what I mean? They had quite a lot. I mean, and it's like UK Army said use the Hand of Malachi. You know, if you got the medals, then, you know, you could do it.
Well, to be fair, there was the challenge bases were out while event were running as well.
Yeah.
If you get which spec up is it now? It's the 6 technicals. What's it called, that one?
Um, damn it! It's
The
No, it's not called, damn it.
that was the 6 technical up.
technical drift.
Yeah, technical drift.
Yeah.
If you use that, you can take out, obviously extend the op as well if you got a bit of 4. You can take out challenge 2 bases on Ruby just by dropping them in and just leaving Ruby on, and you just take them out. Just obviously, it's a bit boring waiting for cooldown, but if you run out of medals, then you know that's the way ahead.
I mean, there's always people putting videos out. You know, every event. I always wait for the second or third day because you can guarantee that Ram will have a video out. And I do like Ram's video because, you know, you can actually see better and explain it better. And
See,
in some cases, he will do for low levels as well.
I try not to make the videos anymore. The reason why I don't do it is because everybody's unit level is different and
Yeah.
everybody's tech is different, and it makes all the difference to what you're using. What might work for Ram, you could send exactly the same thing in, but with a little bit lower level or a little bit tech out of place, and you're gonna lose your fucking shit. So just
No,
be
I lost
careful on
my
that one.
fucking shit all through this
This
event.
is why I don't do it anymore, because it's just like if it's not mirror imaging what his platoons is or what he's got him set at, then you're gonna lose your shit.
You know what I mean? I can do most events. I mean, in the last few years, the events I had no problem. The occasional DC. This event, Holy Mother Mary of God, between DC, frozen screen, lag, I've lost so many platoons. It's not even funny anymore. I was absolutely frigging fuming. You know, the screen freezes. You have to go in, you have to go out, come back in again, and your shit's dead. And I would like to suggest something here. I'd like to know if either the people on YouTube or here on the panel agreed. I do know that in Battle Vortex, not in Battle Vortex, sorry, in Battle Pirates, they, during an event, they cut the gold prices down and the repair time down for the units, for every unit. Why can't they do that for us?
Oh, yep.
Well,
True. Yep.
only cut arse on here. I know they were offering the DS, not DS, Nova parts, Elite Nova parts. So we're offering them at 175 XP for 4, which I thought were pretty good, to be honest with you. But same again, all these alts, it means they're all running around with Elite Novas now.
Well, this is the thing. Do you know what I mean? It's just I don't know. You know, I mean, I've lost just. I'm just talking about the one unit, which is the Juggernaut, right? I lost the Juggernaut because I got DC'd, and that was a 13-hour repair. 13 effing hours for one bloody unit on standard. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it is expensive. This is why I said to people, look, if you're not going to coin, you're better off with that and the Malachi, 30,000 medals gives you an hour, do your worst.
Got to interrupt here. Hey, Stan, what's happening, dude?
Has he got a working mic yet?
As he fuck. You're talking Stan here.
Well, he's probably got a working mic, but you got to be smarter than plastic. He works on cars; they're metal.
Yes, just a message out there for my good friend Stan. I'm still gonna cut your balls off, and he knows why.
I couldn't help it, Stan. I had to tell her. She thought it was funnier now.
I've seen what he posted on the fucking news page. I've seen what he posted on there.
Yeah, that bit. Is that the one that gave us a fucking stroke nearly?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not friends, Stan.
Okay, so that's the event done. Okay, next is the updates. Valhalla,
Yes.
over to you.
Okay, I'll just, before we move on, I just wanted to quickly note, because,
Okay.
excuse me, where we were talking about the new units, we're obviously getting the tech for the excavator this Friday in Shadow Ops. There's currently a bug in the game. If you look in your workshop at the moment,
I'll be right in there.
You can already upgrade the parts even though you don't own it. But I'll just quickly shout out there so people know what you can get for the new techs coming. So on the loader, which is the bronze slot, the first ones, you get Thesaurus rounds. God, that's hard to say. That gives up to 30% extra damage to vehicles at max level. Dozer rounds gives 30% extra damage to buildings. Silver tech, we have heavy dozer treads, 50% damage from mines. Also, equipped unit gains 3,000 extra armor. That seems all right. And spiked dozer treads, immune to cryo. Equipped unit speed is increased by 30%. And the gold tech, which is supposed to be the best, so anti-unique training, that gives 30% damage to unique units. That's pretty interesting. And the last one, anti-air training, on the other gold slot, that reduces damage from all air units by 40%.
Okay, Stan wants to know if that counts for special ops. And number 2, he says the latest update is going to stop hacks from loading.
Correct. That's what the new loading system's for, yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
so
whatever.
With them tech bits there, I think the best one there is the anti-mine from what we've tested in it, Val. I mean,
yeah, definitely you need it because we're tested and mines insta-kill them. They are not good against mines.
They just fucking melt, don't they?
Yeah. Does that count for special ops? What does he mean by special ops? What do you mean, Stan?
Oh, God. You're asking Stan.
Go on.
No, you had a question. Does that count for special ops? What counts for special ops?
Special ops are the things you buy, obviously.
Well, I know that.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm saying it's Stan, not to you. Heavy nuts. I have them. Anyway, no.
That was for you, Ika.
Okay, right. Okay, so to this week's update notes. Okay, so
these nuts.
Go on, can you bring them up, please, Val?
Oh, you want me to screen share?
Yep, I can do that.
Please. Excuse me.
Stan the spam man.
Okay. I'm screen sharing. Tell me, is it anyone looking on YouTube? Is it there?
I don't see it.
Yeah,
okay.
Now I see it.
Okay, right. So this week's patch update notes is 9.21. Okay, deploys today, Thursday, we know. This update will contain the next chapter of Shadow Ops, Get to the Chopper, Gen 2 Metal Producer, and the ability to put legendary units now in your base defender platoon. A new legendary BFG, AA component, and renowned levels for Martin. Right, so Gen 2 Metal Producers. Upgrade 2 of your 5 metal factories to become the Metal Forge and take your metal production to brand new heights. Production rates have increased several times over, and the capacity each building can hold before its resources need to be collected are increased. The ability to switch to Gen 2 means that the deposits have to be at least level 5 for you to be able to switch them over. 5 levels of Gen 2 available. It says there's 5, but when I've upgraded mine, it shows 10. So there's something wrong there again. It's telling you here that there's 5 levels, and the 5th level is able to produce more than 100 times of a normal level. So, wow, that's massive, right? So, but it's just
not that it'll do you any good, because everything still, what I'm doing still takes 3 and 4 and 5 days to upgrade. So,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Shadow Ops, Get to the Chopper, Chapter 2. So Phase 4 begins tomorrow, 24th of May, and ends on the 31st of May. Phase 5 begins the 31st of May, ends on the 7th of June. Excuse me. Phase 6 begins 7th of June, ends 12th of June. So, yep, that's 5 because of the event. Right, so base. For the first time ever, you can now deploy your legendary units in your defensive platoon. Push enemies with the legendary mega tanks, legendary Hellfires, and even your new legendary BFG. With these units standing guard in your base will be legendary. Yeah, right. It'll be flat if you put them in there. Bastion bases. Silicon and cores have now increased availability in the new Bastion bases. Keep your Teslas coiled, your hammers in orbit, and may your missiles always do you in good favor. Martin bases.
Who comes up with that shit? That's serious.
I know. Martin bases. New Martin bases will be spawning on the world map. These can also be blitzed, which obviously means for coiners. Just to let you know that they haven't put it on here, but the Martin bases will spawn on Saturday this week coming, and again on Tuesday next week. The unit. The Ace Pilot Sentinels Martin has received renowned treatment. That renowned treatment means he can now go from level 6 to 10. He can now reach level 10. He has a new talent. It reduces his minimum attack range by half. So basically at level 10, currently at the moment, I believe it's 200 or 300. There's a minimum range, so if something like, for example, if a phalanx comes underneath you, you can't shoot it because it's too close. So basically level 10 will half that minimum distance that you can shoot close range objects. Right, Unit 1, Gen 1 units can now, this is for the coiners who are behind, Gen 1 faction units can now be leveled up using gold, as well as their normal resources. This change does not apply to heroes and uniques. So, for example, so this is, you can skip out tokens. So, it's 5 gold to go. Wow, look at this. Yeah, okay, so if you, for example, got phalanx at level 10, and you want to take them to 11, it's cost you 5 gold. You want to take them to 12, it's 9 gold. 13, 14 gold. Level 14, 19 gold. 15, 24 gold. 16, 28. 17, 33 gold. 18, 38. 19, 42. And max level 47 gold.
Oh boy, whoopee.
So yeah, that's for basically a coiner that's not, maybe quit the game and he wants to catch back up. But Gear Store shows season ends in less than 30 minutes when the PvP season is off. God knows why it's doing that. Okay, that's some sort of UI fix. Units, the Screamer. This is the bug fixes, by the way. The Screamer now sometimes stops slowing down units. It's now been fixed. Rewards. Resource base 7, not paying out metal and oil, has been fixed. Other general bug fixes. Oh, that's just saying general bug fixes, minor improvements. And that's the update notes for this week.
Who in the hell is doing level 7 resource bases? And why?
I know a few in my sector that do it. I don't know why. Some people don't like using the master loot because the master loot stops your XP gain on levels. I know some people don't care. Some people do. So I know that for a fact that if you hit like the 7 bases and you clear it, because where you're getting a lot of resources, you get a lot of XP to rank up as well. So that's why people are hitting them.
Yeah, that's what I need is to rank up to like level 47 with a level 39 base. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Somebody's going to look at that son bitch and go, that motherfucker got reset. I knew he was a cheat.
A lot of people make that mistake, you know. I mean, for me, crack on. If you want to make yourself a level fucking 60, crack on. Because at the end of the day, all that's going to happen is you're going to come to Warpath, right? And you're going to get your fucking ass handed to you because you can't get your points.
Yes, by the way, while we all together and UK Army just mentioned it, Warpath, right? I mean, if you would have to choose between
Yeah.
event or Warpath, which one would you prefer?
Warpath by a mile.
Oh, what if you mean one of them got dropped or something? And you had to choose which one.
Well, you see, what I was thinking of the event. I mean, I turned around and said, because I was away for a while, and I come back, and then I seen event, and I'm going, I'm fucking gone a minute. I just done one.
Yeah.
Well, actually, hold on a minute. Hold on, I'll retract that statement because the lower levels seem to get away with more on the Warpath, as in they get a lot more points than those higher levels.
Yeah.
And they're spending nothing for it, so therefore.
They still haven't fixed that shit, have they?
No, I'd prefer Warpath any day over an event, but I would like still to see it was a slight change, I thought, the last one. The payouts were a little bit better, but I still, I've complained. I don't like to be a moany bitch, but I don't understand.
Makes a change.
Warpath is a great thing, because it is all about attacking, it's a war game after all, and that's what it's supposed to be about. But I just don't get, it's always from the beginning. It benefits players, like from the 35 to 42 range. For them, Warpath is a piece of piss. For me, I would like to see that change. I'm not saying I want it impossible for them, but I just don't get, how the current system is that they're going to be top of the leaderboard. Usually.
There's Val putting his thumb down on the poor common man. Jesus, Christ almighty. God, we're struggling to hold our heads up above water, and goddamn Val's throwing us a fucking lead weight. Here you go.
I mean,
I don't think that the Lowies should have a chance. Fuck the Lowies. Let them eat cake.
In my opinion, right, Warpath should be like this. So realistically, we all know, that anyone, if they wanted to do Warpath, you could just go and hit dead bases that are like got 0 zeros, and they could be like from 38s to 44s, 45s, which they're on the map, they're everywhere. And that's all you need to do. You don't have to attack one proper base, the whole thing. In my opinion, people won't like it, but it's, like I said, it's Warpath. Well, I think once you get to 2000 honor, that's it. You get nothing from 0 bases after you got 2000.
I gotta tell you.
Here we go. Get ready.
Well, no. You haven't been in 47 for a while, have you, Val?
No, I haven't. No.
Because the day Warpath hits, every fucking base in that sector is under a bubble.
Yep.
there isn't one goddamn 0-0 base that doesn't have a bubble. You don't stand a fucking prayer of hitting shit. Level 7 bases are in bubbles.
Oh, I know that. I've seen him selling tickets.
Nobody gets nothing in 47. So, what the hell?
But I do agree with you, Valhalla.
Yeah.
But I was looking because sometimes I check the leaderboard, on Warpath leaderboard. And I turned around and says, how the fuck can somebody get over 100 million XP?
Yeah.
Well, Val does all the time.
No, I've never got that.
No, you tell me seriously.
I've gone through the event Warpath 3,700 times, got 8 billion XP.
I never go over 5 run-throughs ever.
And then I went to sleep after the first day.
To be fair,
I took a 4-day nap.
In Val's defense, I remember one at first Warpaths, and I think you just turned level 50. I think Val won it.
Yeah, yep.
And it was fucking struggling to get the points, and even I have some points on tier, didn't I, mate?
Yeah. Like I said, they have improved it since, but it's for me, it's wrong. It needs working out. I mean, I'll maybe being harsh saying 2,000, but at least you got to get to 10,000. So let's say when you get to 4,000, so you're halfway, you're going to get some payout. Low levels, that's it. But you've got 4,000 from now on. If you hit another dead base, you're getting fuck all. You got to now start hitting players with, points. So they're going to have Make it a little bit harder. That's how it should be.
That's all
It
the
shouldn't
fight.
be.
That's what low to mid level do. They jump from sector to sector to sector and hit all the dead bases.
Yeah.
That's all they fucking do.
Not just highs do it as well.
Oh God,
I've seen
yeah.
them.
Oh God, yes. You know what I mean? So goddamn fucking proud I hit the level fucking 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You.
A warpath. I mean, I'll go round and hit. Initially, you can hit. I think first couple of bases as a mile. I mean, when I'm 48, I can go round and hit level 38, 39, and 40 till I get to about the 3,000 mark.
Yeah.
My sweet spot on mine is at my level is level bases 43 and 44 because you're getting nearly 200 points a go. I think 150 points a go. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
when you've got the units I've got, I can literally roll through an entire sector, which I have done, and just hit every 43, 44 base. Because if you go any higher than that, yes, you might get an extra 20, 30 points, but you know you're going to get some heavy damage as well. Where if you go and hit all these 43s, 44s, you know you're getting very, very slight damage. You just keep rolling.
Okay, I mean, I always enjoy warpath. I never get to 10,000 because I literally hunt for the Kixeye bases,
Mm-hmm.
the the DNK bases.
Yep.
And you got two of them that are stuck in locked sectors, and this is another thing that Kixeye needs to fucking sort out: is the locked sectors.
Yep. They do.
You know what I mean? These motherfucking Twatwaffels, they hit your fucking base, they suck each other's dicks while they're fucking doing it, and then they run to a locked sector.
Stan says speak English, not German, Hiya.
Tell them to go and bite me.
I'm pretty sure you heard that, so I really don't think I have to go tell him that. He's mute. He's not deaf.
I wouldn't actually say that, right?
Yeah, English.
Fucking idiot. Stop laughing, Grizzly. I'm trying to stay calm here, okay? That's why I called them Twatwaffles.
Trying to keep you calm is like trying to shove a wet noodle up a goddamn Wolverine's ass in a phone booth.
What a comparison. Thank you very much. Yeah, but this is what they do. Now, I have noticed something else as well of late. Because the PvP season stopped for the time being. I mean, Valhalla, what have you heard when that might start up again?
It's not a definite, but there's a good chance we might get it on 29th, which will be probably maintenance next week. Hopefully after that or the deck day after. But it's not a definite. That's what they're planning for. But
okay, now, have anybody noticed anything while the PvP season stopped?
Not much action.
yeah, the game's gone dead. People are quitting or taking a break.
You don't get any PV points.
You get nothing.
Well, you asked me if I noticed something.
A lot of people are not bubbling up now because you're not losing nothing.
Yeah.
There are still some people that do bubble up. I don't know why they bother, but yeah.
Of course, they're fucking stupid. It's my base, my pixels. Somebody's gonna hurt my pixels. Don't hurt my pixel, fucking idiots. But the wars and the fighting have literally come to a standstill. Nobody is bothering.
I don't know. I've got to admit, I went out. I've got bored.
Well, we're talking about normal people, Andrew. All right.
I am normal. You know about.
Since when? What part?
Well, I got fucking bored today, so I went fuck it and I jumped in and I just pretended I was Pac-Man for an hour. I was fucking eating up
You know something? Between you and Valhalla and a few others, right? You put all of you, say about 4 or 5 I now, okay, together in one and get all of you to jump into one sector. You can kiss that fucking sector goodbye. Literally, you can kiss that sector goodbye. And I want to mention something. I was reading, like I do, I scroll through the news pages I'm allowed on because I get booted off most of them. I think I'm only left on fucking two now.
Need to stop gobbing off then on them.
Well, you know what I mean? If I say, if I see stupid, I will say stupid. This is just me. It's like my boss used to turn on and say, "I shoot my mouth off before my brain's loaded," and he's right with that. But when I see them posting, and that made me laugh today. I see somebody post Diggy Boy or Diggy Boy or whatever the fuck his name is. He was going, "Look at this idiot." You know what I mean? Couldn't even flatten an offline fucking base, right?
Hmm.
So the bitch I am, I had to post underneath it where he hit first killer and lost his ass for 39% on an offline base. Nobody is perfect in this game. Nobody is.
I am.
I knew. Why did I knew? But seriously, every base can be bubbled. If you have people like these other two here coming at you, you might as well just go and make yourself a fucking cup of coffee. Okay? But what they're doing, they do this and they brag about it, but they forget to mention while they were hitting a base, they have somebody 69 in them, so their pixels don't get burned by somebody else. Don't brag. Seriously, don't fucking brag. And to UK's army. And both Valhalla turned around and said, if you look on any other news pages, how suddenly people are selling their bases. Am I correct?
Yep, I've seen it as well. Yep. I know it's illegal to do, but yep, I've seen it.
Yeah, I mean, one guy is selling two high level bases, right, for $600 fucking for both bases. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And it's not even that Kickside gives a shit because they don't. I mean, you look at Beast's account, okay? You
Hmm.
never know who's in there at any given time. You don't.
Stan says his has been posted on Craigslist for 5K.
I give him a cent.
Well, he didn't say 5K what?
A
You
fucking
know,
cent.
could be 5,000 slices of United Kingdom bread.
Yuck! You can keep that shit. Okay. Yeah, so because the PvP season stopped, everybody's just literally farming. Of course, you got the few people like UK Army who still go out and smacking the shit out of people, especially those who try his base and fail. But UK Army just doesn't stop at the one person that hits him. Do you, UK?
I don't know what you're on about.
Oh, no, you don't know what I'm on about, my ass. You know what I mean? It's the whole fucking tags that suffers. But they need to sort the PvP out because the PvP part's supposed to be fun, even though I've noticed today as well with all these book fixes and everything else fixes and all this new crap coming out. Still nothing about the 69 crap. Still nothing. Why? Why not give people a heads up? Then probably get more bases for sale. But serious. Why not give people a heads up what they are exactly going to do? Well, there's a thought. Put that out there.
I mean, I went to load game up after this downtime and I see free loading bars. I'm like, what the fuck's this all about?
Yeah, that's the block cheats.
Oh, okay.
That's to block cheats.
Correct. Yeah, that's how they normally do it. Loading the game up and they inject them as the game's loading. Yeah, so that will now scan and see if you're doing it. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Okay.
we shall see. Hopefully, it blocks it all together. I hope.
Yeah, and pigs mind. And I always said it. The bigger the mouse trap, the bigger the mice.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I to be fair, like I have my days when I'm like,
I just figure the mice.
Shut up,
See,
Grizzly.
he's gonna kick off. Now.
I know he's going to kick off. That's why I told him, shut up. Carry
To be
on, UK.
fair, I like the banter. So, to an extent, I do like the banter, but sometimes there's some guys it's just like, mate, really? They do take it, some people do take it way beyond the fucking borderline, like, but I do like the banter, me.
Oh yeah, the banter is fine. Nobody's got any problem with banter, but when they take it that 50 steps too far, I mean, it is literally like you standing outside the house.
Yeah.
You got it, Stan.
What's he said now?
No mice, no cheese. No mice, no cats. What
I
the
fucking
fuck?
hate him. I fucking hate him. I really, really do.
What were this that you were on about showing, anyways? Something wrong with a base?
That's what we need. We need a new cheese factory.
What was you saying, UK?
Something wrong with somebody's base or something?
Oh yes. Now that you said, they got the 3 bars to inject, right?
Yes.
About the cheats. Can you bring that picture, that full screen picture up for us, please, Valhalla?
Yeah, no
Okay,
problem.
everybody out there in Chatville and YouTube, pay attention. There's going to be a quiz after class.
Right.
This is going
Now,
to be a test.
I want everybody to take a look at this space and have a look to see if you can see one place where something is not quite right. You got 1 minute. Everybody take a close look at this base and see if you can see what is wrong with it. Okay, you need to tell me on if anybody noticed it on YouTube.
I will let you know immediately,
I've
sir.
zoomed it in a bit more, just
You
so.
have to zoom in a bit more, Val, if you can.
A bit more as well. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Obviously, if I go too much, it'll start blurring. So
Yeah, that'll do.
About there, mate,
what's
Stan says he sees it.
he see?
What does he see?
What do you mean you see a trophy?
He's a fucking dickhead.
Oh, he didn't see it then.
See that.
It's a fucking nightmare. Anybody noticed it? No?
Nutcracker.
Yeah,
He's in there. Has he seen it?
I see it.
You
He's
see
got
it.
he's got no jackrabbit in there for defense. He's a fucking sheep.
For fuck's sake. Nutcracker seen it?
No.
No.
No? Okay, nobody's seen it. Valhalla.
Yep. I'll
No.
explain. Right. So here we have to the right of the CC. My mouse is a hunter. Attached to the hunter is a fusion turret and an absorption turret, which is a floater.
Have you got that other pick, Val?
But attached to the absorption turret is a bracing turret. You can see here the blue light. Bracing turrets are not allowed to be attached to any form of turret.
Hey Val,
Yes.
let me pull up that picture you sent, Hike. That's got it. The arrows.
No, hang on a minute. You can bring it in closer, Grizzly.
Yeah, I'm zooming it right in now. So, okay, right. So I've pretty much zoomed in there now. So, I know it's a bit blurry now, but like I said, there's a fusion turret, a hunter, a floating absorption turret, but connected to that is a bracing turret. You can see the blue light clearly day that it's attached to that, which means that this hunter turret takes extreme health. It's really hard to kill because you got to kill the bracing and the absorption, which is why they're not allowed in the game to be on top of each other.
Okay, is everybody seen this? Anybody's got anything to say?
Yeah, Stan wants to start a group of people that play Real War Commander, and we go door to door in Albania.
Fuck.
Right, there we go.
Thank you very much, Valhalla.
No problem.
Okay, so everybody's seen this live. It's not made up. It's not photoshopped or whatever.
Oh, no, definitely not.
But the bracing turret can only be attached to buildings.
Well, apparently not.
Well, not in that bit, no. You know what I mean? Everybody's got their little specialties, haven't they?
Yep. I just hope as well. People have been doing the there's a glitch or cheat or whatever you want to call it with the screamer as well. I just hope that it's supposedly been fixed, and because it's supposed to slow the stuff right down by 60%, but it hasn't been, so Raptors are still coming in doing their damage because they're not getting slowed down enough. But hopefully, not tested yet, but they said in the update notes that's been fixed.
I shall come over and I test it on your base. I sent my Raptors in.
Yeah, but you don't know how to do you got to know how to do the glitch. You know what I mean? To make them speed back up.
Oh, can you bring that picture back up again? Because something you notice, it says above that turret.
Yes, okay.
Okay.
Correct.
So that people actually know what it is about.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay.
Again. So basically what he's done to get this dirty glitch, whatever, he's placed the bracing turret next to the absorption turret, and then he's clicked on this bracing turret platform and clicked to change it, for example, from a platform, to a floating one. So it's in a state of changing over. And because it's doing that now, it's now working while it's changing, and it's hooking up to the nearest thing, which is the turret.
And you can see at the top,
it says changing.
Yeah.
And he's only just started it, as you can see. He's turning it on and off, because the bar is empty. Yeah. So.
Okay. Thank you very much, Valhalla. So, what amazes me, okay, it's a game. It's a pixel game. It's an online game. I don't understand why people see the need to do shit like this. And you can tell me, the grass is greener on the other side when I can see for myself, that's not a glitch.
They're using cheats and they take advantage of glitches because they're a loser in everything else in their life. That's it. Just that simple.
You know what I mean? But if you can cheat and manipulate a game, I dread to think what you're actually capable of in real life. To be quite
nothing. That's why they cheat in the game.
Yeah,
they're not capable of doing a fucking thing in real life. That's why they cheat. They got to have something they can do.
Yeah, I'd agree with that probably. Mm-hmm.
It's sad though. It really is sad.
Yep, it is.
It's
going to get flat.
It is pathetic. It is absolutely pathetic. Okay, is there anything else you would like to discuss? And look, I've stayed calm. I stayed perfectly calm with the Twatwaffels. Grizzly, don't start me off. It's not a good idea.
I think I'm going to use that next time I go to the hospital. I have my heart shocked. I'm going to wake up and go, Twatwaffels! Twatwaffels!
God, give me fucking
I think I'm going to do that. I really do.
Okay, so
I'm going to go on Facebook Live while I come out of anesthesia. Twatwaffels!
I don't know what's happening with TikTok at the moment, but
Darren Lane in YouTube chat wants to know if anybody's got a good base setup.
Yes, we got also base setup, but we're not fucking sharing.
Oh, that's cold-hearted.
You can try it.
Yes, you can try it. Not a problem. Oh, about base setups. I mean, we were going to. I don't know what people on YouTube and on the panel think. We might do another show about base setups.
Okay.
People send in their base design. We don't want no game name or how much gold you got on your account or anything like that. Just your basic base, and get people to comment on it and give tips on it. If you up for that one, I'll PM anyone here on the panel. We also got a page going. Grizzly, can you put the link in YouTube, please?
Yeah, I would be glad to.
Link
at www.twatwaffle. You know I'm going to change the name of that room now.
No, you're not.
Yeah, yes, I am.
Yeah. So if you want to join up there and post your pictures on there, that's not a problem. And then we put them all together and we'll do a show. If you got enough for an hour, we do a show about base setups and give some tips. And because the last few we did went off pretty well. We don't want to see what units you got in there, okay? So, if you take a picture, take your units out. Yeah, just show us your base setup. That's what we're after, is to have a look at the setup of your base. No names or, whatever, just your base, and then
Well, they can obviously put their name, but they don't have to, yeah.
They can put their name, but they don't have to. Then we put them up on the show, and then people can have a look at it, and then get some advice from people. You know what you can change, or
that might be a good idea. That Val, we'll put yours up, mate. Yeah, and then we'll see if somebody can figure out how we can beat the fucking thing.
Hiya, pal. Say hi, darling. You made it. Yeah. So yeah, he's muted at the moment. So I think it's a good idea. It's we have a laugh, and the last times it worked out pretty well. People took advice. So yeah, we might do that again. Just need some.
You're going to get a lot of fucking pictures, don't you? People fucking set up for 69 with hunters set to one side of that.
Well, yeah, probably. Do you know what I mean? Probably. So yeah, so if you guys and girls are up for that, you can post either on the page or even under this show, or PM any one of us here on the show. Send us your pictures, and it's like I says, if we can get enough together, we'll pull a show together. Okay, is there anything else you all would like to say? Let me start off with Grizzly.
No, actually, pretty short show. Kind of liked it. Love Stan. Love to see you, brother.
I know. Fucking hate
funnier than shit. Oh, who gives a shit what you think?
Oh, I know.
Oops.
Remember,
help Stan. Help Stan. Stan.
Remember, I know where you live.
Hit me. Okay. Say it. Waffle hika. Hika waffle. I like hika waffle better. Anyway, no. Good show. Hey, thanks everybody out there. I posted the link to the group.
What the fuck? I come in here and y'all are closing it up?
Oh no. We're gonna give you a whole hour.
What the hell is really going on? I'm even sitting here being calm and patient and like a gentleman and shit over here, and y'all just closing it up.
That's gonna last about as fucking long as Hika. So give me that.
It's like, did you hear about that party earlier, Joey? No, what party?
Yeah, I was gonna send you an invite tomorrow. No, it was great. I loved it. I mean, everybody out there in YouTube land, I put the link to the page on for the show and shit, and send.
Well, at least everyone got to see the crazy fucking picture.
Yeah, send your pictures and whatever of your bases, and we'll go over them. Get them set up for a show. We'll make sure we add you because it is a closed group, so people just can't run in and go Twatwaffel. So you got to be approved to say Twatwaffel. So yeah. Thanks for everybody on the panel. Love you to death. Joey, what have you got to say?
Go on, Joey. Go for it.
Go for it. Let it all up your chest. Go on.
I honestly had no idea. Y'all, I'm being for real. I had no idea y'all was wrapping it up that quick because I was listening to y'all in my ear at work. And I was like, well, I ain't going to have enough time because where I'm at. And then I didn't think y'all was closing it up. So I changed that picture real quick to something as crazy as I can fucking think of. Because that's just my mood about this game right now is those two units and that guy right there in the middle. But yeah, I wish I could say that, I said a lot today, but I'll say more later possibly. I'm guessing. Y'all did a great job. I heard y'all in my ear, but I was trying to hurry up and get free so I could jump in here with y'all. Y'all pretty much touched on everything that could be touched about. Share a little bit of everything too. So yeah, send me
Just
those links, Grizzly, and we'll send dirty pictures back and forth later.
no, never mind dirty pictures.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
base pictures, not dirty pictures. Look, you're just gonna get.
Oh, you said
out there.
base. My headset cut out. I thought you said send the ass pictures in.
Oh, Joey, behave. Grizzly,
It's been a long day and I got lots of coffee in me. You're beautiful.
Okay.
He's handsome. It was a good show. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Sorry I couldn't say more.
You better be on time next week, sunshine.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, good boy. UK Army, over to you.
Yummy. That's right. How do you follow the crazy wanker?
Yeah, good show, guys. Obviously, shout out to everybody. You've all been a great laugh. Fucking hell. Not else to add, really. Is apart from what the fuck?
Not really, no.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't know y'all was closing up the show. I thought y'all was still talking about stuff. So I jumped in thinking it was still like an ongoing thing. Like there was an investigation going on. I jumped in and I'm like listening to y'all so nicely and calm. And y'all are like, well, we're getting out of here. I'm like, what the fuck?
Fuck you, let's do another hour.
Oh, I'm sure we can fit in another hour, but not this week. Valhalla,
Yeah.
let it go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna round up.
But how are your lancers still fucked up right now?
Lancers.
Are your lancers still fucked up right now?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been smashed a couple of times in the past 2 days, and one was from a cheater, and one was from my lancers fucking me up. Yep.
Fucking hell,
See,
mate.
that's why I set that picture like I did, because them fucking lancers and that Dark Storm are driving me crazy.
Yep.
Every time I tried to load the game and play the event, I had a platoon full of lancers, and out three of them, two of them would go one way, and the other one would run like it's taking an emergency exit out of the base. And I'm like, where is this little bastard going? So I guess day after day, we're just going to be dealing with broken lancers.
Yep.
Stuff.
Right. I wanted to first of all have a few little moans.
Go.
Okay, so firstly, today on the update notes, they released.
You're showing your base, Valhalla. You know
no,
that.
I'm doing it on purpose. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I don't care about sharing my base.
He's got some gold. Quick, get him.
So first of all, right, today they released a tech for the BFG. Okay, the legendary BFG gives it the ability to change the gun over to shoot air only, so it can obviously shoot high altitude. I think it's ridiculous because if you look at the BFG, it's a great big like howitzer fucking tank, you know, and that could never lift its gun turret up enough high. And
it's an artillery unit, a great big artillery.
How the fuck is that supposed to be able to hit a Shepherd? It's just ridiculous. Not only that, you know, since they've released it, it's bugged, so certain people can use it, certain can't. So I'll open my workshop, okay, because they give it to everyone for free. Yeah, you know, which is a big change. You normally have to buy something, but so I open my one up, and you see here it just says info. I can't upgrade it; it's locked. Whereas you know, other people have got it and they've maxed it, already done it. So, but still, for me personally, that gun turret there should not be able to hit high altitude. It's ridiculous. But so for that, I think it's stupid. Secondly, so today we just had the release of Gen 2 pumps, whereas a few weeks ago we had Gen 2 platforms. For me, I think it's a fucking piss take. Yeah, I'm a coiner and I'm a fucking idiot to coin. For one reason, I think it's a piss take is, like, for example, they released the Gen 2 platforms. Okay, all my platforms before they come out were all maxed because I coined everything. I then changed it to the Gen 2 with coins instantly, all 9 of them, and now they're only level 1. You know, so it's like what they're doing at the moment is like as if they're trying to level all the playing field in the game. For me, like I said, I can understand leveling it, but I think it's wrong that people who spend a lot of money in the game, whereas someone who spends nothing will get the same as me, within a few weeks. And it's the same now. They just release these pumps. I've coined them again today. In another week or two, if people want to do them, they'll do it for free and have the same as me. And my pumps, like, as you see, were level 20, max level. And now they're level 1. It's just, I think it's fucking ridiculous. I mean, another bug, they've released a new thing. Even in the update notes, they said there's 5 levels for this new one. Look, it shows here, I've got 10 levels there. And the other thing
this is again where the ass is not talking to the elbow.
Yeah, and the other thing that pisses me off is, why do they release something like this where it's got 5 levels on the turret, 5 levels on this where it shows 10? But so I go upgrade, I cannot do it because I don't have this fucking blue super new stuff we got to get. So they shouldn't have released these units to this Gen 2 faction until they give us the option to earn this stuff.
Waffle juice.
Realistically, all they're doing is, like, idiots like me, they're trying to get more money, out of the game, because they know that there's many idiots like I am that are addicts, and I fucking spend their money. It's a piss take as far as I'm concerned. It's like such a close nail in the coffin for me to fucking quit this game, because they don't give a shit about high-level players that coined this game for the last 7 years. Sad, but it's true. They're giving brand new players who come in and I'm not an idiot. I know this game inside out. There's been fucking thousands of players that have been banned because they're fucking wanker cheaters. And they start other accounts, get that fucking banned, and then but now they're given the option again for them to come back in the game and boost straight up to a level 38. They must be fucking loving it. Why? I don't understand why they're awarding fucking cheaters in the game, and they're not people that have fucking supported the game. I spent thousands on this game.
Yeah, you and me and Army and a few others.
Yeah, I know it's not only me, but I'm just saying
it's frustrating.
Oh yeah, I'm so close to fucking just deleting every single unit in the game and fucking the game off permanently. But yeah, other than that, thank you everyone on the panel.
I agree with you. I agree with you, Valhalla, 100%. Everything you just said. Yeah. I agree with everything you just said down to a T. And you can even ask Grizzly. I was running behind. I'm checking too. And when I responded back to his message, Grizzly can probably agree with what you just said, combined with what I said in my message. I said, honestly, I've got so many negative things that are actually in the game factual to talk about that there's nothing positive to talk about, really. I mean, we could take anything in the game right now and make it our own positive topic, but there's so many things that are negative right now. And some of this stuff, it just boils down to plain to about it. From my approach, it boils down to ignoring the entire community, not just this portion, not just this portion, not just this portion, not that group way over there, not this group way over here. But all of these issues in a nutshell, they're all starting to stem together because they're ignoring the majority of all the feedback and not just a small, not just individual sections of it. Whereas you have a lot of people that say, we love monthly events. You have other people that say, hey, can we just stop a little while from these monthly events? Then you'll have this other group that says, I love all these breaking new updates every other 2 weeks, every time we get a little something new, I love it. And then you have that other group that says, I don't like the constant updates. So for every positive group you have that says they love something, you also have a percentage of the community that does not agree with the changes that are being forced upon them. And that's what Kixeye isn't grasping right now, is basically the community is screaming out saying, here's what we would like for it to happen. Here's what we'd like for it to happen. They have to take that information in and process it correctly, or they're going to keep fucking up the game. I'm literally so far to the point where what Valhalla just said on all of my accounts. I mean, every single account I've got on this game, period. I'm almost to the point of this game with matching exactly what he said, to the point I've all secondary mechanisms within the last week. And, I'm not going to start going into no conversation about that, but I'm already in the process of moving away from this game because of the lack of response in
Yeah.
general basic things that we're asking to be fixed. If we was asking Kickside to offer 2,400 coin for $50 every other week, I would understand if they ignored us. But we're players on platforms, YouTube, Discord, a website they rights to, the community
Twitter.
forums, giving them all this feedback, and they're ignoring it. Yeah, on Twitter too, telling the Kickstarter all the time about stuff. I have a Twitter account with like over 5,000 tweets to Kickstarter. You know, they see all that stuff because and all that crap, so they can see stuff if they want to. And I'm always posting updates on there about bugs and glitches and shit. But all this shit that's broken in the game, and with them constantly progressing and forcing shit down our throats, it's
Yep.
actually away from the game already. It's not on me away. I'm just a little tiny zone at the moment where I'm thinking, how am I going to move to that next level of moving away from it, or what are we going to do here? But I'm pretty much walked away, to be honest with y'all.
Yeah.
It's
You're not
because of the
alone.
lack of listening to players.
Yep. Can I just say
One
one
thing
thing? Yeah,
I
go on.
know everybody. Yes,
Go on. You go. You go.
go ahead.
All right, Grizz. Right. You don't
The
coin
only
in the
other
game,
thing
okay?
that I was
No, I do
Oh.
not.
All right. Let me just quickly, Joey. One sec. Right. So you don't coin, right?
Okay, go ahead.
Am I being selfish or not? Right. So I've coined my platforms. Yeah, all of them to max level. Right. My choice. I know I did it.
Yeah.
Do you not agree? This is how I think it should be, right? Anyone that has maxed all their platforms out, they should get a free changeover to the Gen 2 platform level 1. Whereas, and you know what I mean, why should I be charged again for someone who don't coin, like you, for example? Yours are, say, level 7. You're going to click and change them. And yeah, it's going to take you a couple of months, but eventually you'll have all 9 changed over for free. So
Yeah.
I believe, you know, for me, all the people that had them maxed should get them changed for free.
Yeah, that I got to agree with that. I have to. If you've gone to all the trouble and all the expense or all the work to run them up there, yeah.
Mm.
If they're going to hand them over to everybody else, then yeah. Those of you that went to the work or spent the money, yeah, they should go, hey, you know what? Here.
Yeah, thank you. That's what
I really do.
Yeah.
I got to agree with that. And you all know, including Joey, who just rolled in here, and so do about 90% of the people that are in the side chat there on YouTube. They all know how I feel about coining. I don't do it. You know, I don't I don't go along with a lot of the arguments of what coiners should and shouldn't get. But on that one, yeah, I got to agree.
And I will say
and
this.
as soon as Heike picks herself up off the floor for me saying that, we'll continue on with the show.
Yeah, right. I'm going to let me sit back on the chair because I nearly fell off laughing. And Grizzly is a long time player. You know, he's not, you know.
Oh, yeah, 8 years, yeah.
You know,
well, I'll put it this way. I was there before the world map. My ID is in the low 400K.
January 2012 was when the map was introduced.
Yep.
I started before the map as well. But you see, there is the thing. You got the 2 different factions, and it is the 2 different factions. You got the coiners and you got the non-coiners. Okay. Yeah. You got the PvP players, you got the non-PvP players, you got the PvE players. Okay. So you got the 2 different factions.
Yeah.
And these 2 factions will never agree with one another.
Well, the thing is,
the non-coiners will turn around and tell the coiners you're a fucking idiot.
The only thing I go for on this is it's pretty simple. It's like everything else in life. Do within whatever circumstance that you happen to be in the way it makes you happy. If you enjoy farming or PvE or you know whatever or PvP, do what pleases you. You know, if you don't coin, no, you ain't gonna keep up with the big boys, and you better realize that right off the bat and just enjoy the game for what it is for the way you're playing it. And if you can't, well, keep up you know, you're never going to be happy. You know, I mean, I give coiners a ration of crap all the time just because it's fun, not because I'm envious, not because I'm mad. I just have fun doing it. It really is. To me, it's hilarious to sit there, in Tees, Val, and UK and Hiya and the others, well, yeah, I got my Binford 6000 turret, you know,
Yeah.
to me, it's hilarious. It really is, and it's really fun. There were times where, for example, Hiya, Hiya wanted me to give her a bubble. This was years ago before we started all this 69 shit for serious. She wanted me to give her a bubble, and that was the back in the day when
Was it the
we,
Hellstorms?
we had the hellstorms. That tells you how long ago this shit was. And my hellstorms were maxed, and I was pretty damn good with them some bitches. It was also back in the day when they first started letting you expand the bases
What a lad.
and then move your base all the way to one
Excuse me.
corner. And I was trying to get a hold of Hiya because there was something going on, and I needed to get a hold of her, and she was ignoring me on PMs as usual, and she was ignoring me in chat. We were in the same sector, and I'm going, God damn it, woman. Okay, I know what I'll do. I'll just run a tune over there real quick to her base, and I'll get her attention. I'll hit attack. I'll fly a hellstorm in there real quick and, end attack, Well, what I didn't realize is where I came in at from where my base was at. I opened it up and I didn't even pay attention, and I just clicked on all 5 hellstorms, and as soon as they appeared, they just got blown out of the fucking air. I mean, it was the first time I'd ever seen hellstorms go backwards in pieces. Shit was raining down like pennies from heaven. I swear to God, when I was sitting outside the base, I could actually see pieces and parts of my hellstorm laying out in the field outside of our base. And I'm going, what in the flying fuck was that? Of course, about that time, I get a PM going, what the fuck are you doing? So, yeah. Now, being a non-coiner, that was going to cost me some repair time. But I couldn't get pissed because it was so goddamn funny. It was hilarious, and that's what you do. You just have fun with the game. You really do.
I got a question for everybody on this panel here. A serious question. Valhalla.
Yeah.
Why do you still play the game?
Couple of reasons. One, because I play other games. This game, I play it because friends that I chat to while I'm playing, and sometimes I'm not even playing, I still chat to them. So friends is probably one of the biggest factors. And I don't know. For me, the second reason I play this game, I mean, I've never played any other game for 7 years solid, is I still, occasionally when I'm attacking on PvP, I get a buzz out of the game that gives me a good feeling, when I jump in enemy sectors and I'm smashing.
I know you go to a base and you get to the base and you go, yes,
yeah,
I'm in.
Yeah, so it's that. Friends is the main reason really while I'm here. I ain't gonna lie, I'm addicted to the game as well, like a lot of us are. But that buzz, yeah, I play other games and I don't get that same buzz feeling that I get in this game. So that's for me, my reasons.
Thank you. UK Army.
Yeah, I mean, it buzzed me all the time. I mean, there's nothing. PvP in this, PvE even in this game for me is bonus fuck. I will happily sit there and just send everything in on a PvE base on Ruby, and I don't give a fuck what it costs me on gold because it just bores the shit out of me. I just want it over and done with. I just love the PvP. That's what I just play the game for that, and obviously the friends. I mean, the buzz. I mean, so for example, you have a shit fucking day, whatever, and you get on game and there's some fucking dickhead chops it off at you, and you just jump into the sector and you just smash the fuck out of everybody. It's like, yes.
UK Army was here.
Hey?
UK Army was here.
Yeah, I just enjoy it for what it is. I mean, for me, I would say I'm an old school gamer. I mean, I like the older games, such for me, were like Command and Conquer, Red Alert, and things like that. Them games have dead now. You know what I mean? And this is like,
Grizzly, you an idiot.
wow, what's he doing?
Yeah, I'm missing it. What's going on?
Check Google. Check Google side jet.
Okay, Joey, why do you still play the game? Oh, Joey. He's abandoned us.
Oh well, I'm probably at the edge of quitting it completely. So I'll just say, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
What do you mean? You can't?
We are waiting with bated breath.
You can't hear me?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, you're good.
It was unmuted. That was weird. I don't know why it wasn't picking up my microphone.
because we were fucking ignoring you.
Well, like I said, or I just need to either quit enough break from it.
Why are you still playing
what?
the game?
Do what?
Why are you still playing the game?
Well, it's for the reasons y'all mainly already said. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I guess
you
my
play-
headset's acting up or something.
Yeah, it's
I
kind
don't know.
of.
My headset's fine, but y'all act like y'all can't.
No, we're just
It
absolutely.
might be
I think it's the internet, mate, not your
Google
headset.
Hangout that we're in that's acting crazy. Because
Now, you're probably confused because we're being polite and actually being quiet while you're talking.
you think
might have something to do with it. But you play, for your friends as well. Mostly, it's for your friends.
I'm mainly
Uh,
friends. Yes, I have plays the game too. So if I walked away, it would end. It would too.
yeah.
Yep.
Grizzly.
Yes, dear.
I mean,
No
that's why I
problem.
play the game is for friends and family primarily. It's the fun element was slowly been removed.
No shit, Sherlock. Okay, Grizzly. Why
Yes,
are
dear.
you, my footy bear, still playing the game?
Oh, the sheer excitement of it.
Oh, for God's sake!
I-
What excitement!
I get
If he still
goosebumps the
plays it,
size.
because
I get goosebumps the size of fucking golf balls. The other day I was sitting here, and I swear to God, I looked like a giant fucking hedgehog.
Yeah, exactly. Grizz still plays it because he's fucking old and very cold. He's sat in a fucking chair with a piss pot under it.
That's it.
The fucking Zimmer frame.
That's it. Well, nobody out here in the real world will fucking talk to me. Every time I walk outside and yell, "Twatwaffel!" they all run. I don't understand it. But because I always thought Twatwaffel was, like one of those Australian greetings, they say down under, "Hi, mate, Twatwaffel."
No.
But
Oh God, that's in his fucking head now. He ain't getting rid of it, is it?
No, it's
Okay, Joey, rescue.
I do. No, I do. I as Joey expounded on there, I have a ball with my friends. Like this show, I have a ball getting together, and we all have a great time. People out there in YouTube chat, I have a great time with. Admittedly, some of them are sacks of hammers, but we gotta love them all, don't we?
Okay, I'm back. I heard sex.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
God.
Everything's working great now. Say sex one more time, Grizzly.
Twatwaffel!
Oh, baby, it's working great. I
There
can
you
hear
go.
everything
There now.
crystal clear.
There we go. See, I got it. I got his little sex thing working, just yelling Twatwaffel.
I just wanted to add one thing to
Go
something
ahead.
y'all said earlier when I was working and I had y'all in my ear, but I wasn't on the show. I wanted to point out one thing that I also agreed that there is a high number of accounts being sold right now on Facebook. So that is something that's very relevant. It wasn't just a random question you asked and it was pure randomness. There's actually an uptick in accounts being sold right now, like within the past, 2 to 4 days.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that tells us a message about that. It's like the same thing happened back when they fixed the workshop. We noticed this big decrease of players from the game right when they did that, because automatically all those people, they still got to keep their accounts, but they had workshops that were shitty as fuck, like level 25 player level workshops, because they were all hacked to shit. And there's a lot of players that are being affected by changes that Kickstarter is making right now, and I don't think Kickstarter is actually reaching their full potential as far as a communication company with their players, because if they were, they wouldn't be losing all these people right now. People wouldn't say, I'm quitting, if the game company was doing things right. I mean, that's just, I can talk about all kinds of stuff like that, but that is the actual proof. When you see people that you've seen playing for 4, 5, 6 years back to back saying, I'm quitting, that's when you kind of know something's going on in the gaming, that the category that you're playing in, whatever that game is. That's when you know something has happened inside of it, generally, because you normally just don't see a random influx for no reason. There'll be a reason behind it. And I when y'all brought that up earlier in my ear, I was like, yeah, that's funny they said that, because like within the last 2 to 4 days, I know I've seen at least 50 offers for
And
accounts.
it's all
And
high level.
yeah, oh yeah, like, I mean, I didn't see one for being offered below level 45. So yeah, high level. And that's unnormal for me. I've left a lot of pages and groups, but I still see a lot of things just sitting back and watching what people post. And I haven't seen like literally this many being sold since the workshop patch, when everything got fixed there. I mean, because it used to be I'd see like 1 or 2 people every couple of weeks offering to sell their account. But during this past event and the last 2 to 4 days, there's been posts all over Facebook. People are like, I'm done, I'm walking away. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? This is not very encouraging for somebody that's trying to quit too. That's what I was thinking to myself, because I'm trying to quit and I'm seeing other people quitting, and I'm thinking, well, that's not motivation to keep me in the game. So maybe that's what I'm thinking, is maybe I might just need to take a pure hearted break from it, not make the decision to quit, but just take a break from it and step back and look at everything that's going on in the game from an outside perspective.
You will find out once this 69 stops, you will see another influx of people leaving. You won't.
It wouldn't surprise me. It won't surprise me.
You watch.
Val will just buy all accounts up, mate, and make a fucking super army.
Yeah. There you go.
Sorted.
We'll just make up a new clan. Accounts are us.
We'll just jump.
See, Grizzly, I told you that's why it was compared to so much stuff going in the game right now. That's why I told you in that message. There's so much going. There's so much updates and stuff being forced at us right now. And if you look at the positives and the negatives, it's like there's always something broken, or this is wrong, or this is wrong. Whereas you really want the player community to be saying, well, this is going great and this is going great, but we do have this one problem over here. But it's not like that. It's like opposite for the Kickstarter community. We love the game. We love the game by nature. It's just we're addicted to the war game atmosphere of the way War Commander is set up, but we're not addicted to the bullshit that gets forced upon us. We come on these shows and we have laughs and we make jokes about this shit, but at the end of the day, technically, a lot of the times, the things we're making jokes about, really, when we're in the game and it happens, it's not even funny at all to us. We in our minds, we go like into this mini rage mode. Like, why the fuck is Kickstarter ripping me off? God damn it. I'm paying this company fucking $1,500, plus a month to play their game and enjoy it the way I want to do it. So why would a company, that you're investing into, not look at all the stuff that the players are saying? There's a lot of players have been saying for a long time, please, Kickside, just stop with all these monthly events. Please give us some kind of little break, like at least a month or two in between. And have they done that the last 2 years? Have we had any breaks the last 2 years?
See, Joey, what it is, you were saying that, you love the people, you love the game, and just, the things inside the game sometimes really piss you off and fucking annoy you and make it annoying. It's kind of like having that one fucking friend that you always like having with you when you go bar hopping until he has one cocktail and turns into a fucking idiot and stands around yelling, "Twatwaffel!" And you got your hands over his goddamn mouth and you're trying to drag him out of the fucking bar going, gee, this was so much fun until this fucking cocksucker showed up,
way
but,
back in my 20s, that was me.
Yeah, you
Right.
know,
I was that wanker. I
You're-
was that wanker, Grizzly.
you're the guy. You're the guy.
That
I used
wanker
to
you're
throw under my
describing, that
arm.
was me 20, 30 years ago.
You're the guy I used to throw under my arm and roll him up into a little ball and drop kick him out into the parking lot. We'll pick you up on the way home.
I definitely got into some
but
fights when I
what
was younger.
what people don't, but I think, me personally, okay, what Kickside don't understand is the game itself is multinational. It is all over the world, okay?
Yep.
Well, there's
Not
the problem.
everybody can read or write English. So they don't see any posts on the forums or in Discord because they cannot understand it. And you play the game, so you ain't going to fuck ass about with Google Translate and all this fucking crap. They don't get it. There is not everybody in this fucking game speaks English or, like Grizzly would say, American.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
But there's, you got them from Italy, Dubai, Saudi Arabia, Lebanon, just to name a few. It's not just all English speaking, and they don't understand updates. They can't read it. They don't understand it. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
what's Stan said now?
Or no, it's not Stan. It's Maximus. When you were saying when like Grizzly says they speak American, he said Merkin.
Yeah,
You got to have that redneck shit in there. That Merkin.
no, I'm not a redneck,
I speak Merkin.
right? But
Yeah.
this is what they don't understand, and some of them can understand when you're speaking to them. Like we speaking to each other.
I got
we
people I know
explain them.
I got people that are from the United States that speak English and they still don't fucking understand you.
Well, that's American for you.
That's
Say no more.
those are your basic sack of fucking hammers I was talking about.
Yeah,
Hello? Hello?
UK Army, as soon as this is finished here, I will send it to you. Okay. Now, people like that rely on shows because they can understand.
God, I hope they're not
English.
relying on this fucking show.
No, we're not relying on this one because we just full of shit. Each and fucking one of us. We just like to have a laugh. All right, that's what it boils down to.
Okay,
This is a little group of friends, is it not? Having a laugh, having a banter, and talking about the game. If more of our friends, and you've got to be friends, then
I got.
welcome to join us on here.
Hang on, hey, Maximus. I got to tell you, Maximus was saying when he was a sector admin, he had one window open 24/7 with Google Translate. I got to tell you, fuck a bunch of Google Translate. When they first came out with a world map, our sector was about 50-50. Everybody else in the world and Filipino.
Yeah,
and everybody was speaking Tagalog, and I damn near started a fucking war using Google Translate, trying to tell them to calm down, and apparently I told somebody to fuck off. So that took about 2 days to calm down.
Yes. But
Mike remembers that because she was running the clan that was just Filipino.
Yeah, the clan
Going,
war.
what the fuck
The
did you
clan
say?
wars back
I
then
don't know.
were-
I just did Google Translate.
I don't know. I think the clan wars back then, Lord, they were more personal, weren't they?
Oh yeah.
But they were fun.
Yeah.
God, were they fun? Because then you had to show you can fight. Because when you jumped into a sector, your motherfucking ass was stuck there for a week.
Oh yeah.
He's an idiot like me. I coined out all the time.
Pardon?
I said, not me. I always coined out.
I knew that was
See,
coming.
this is the thing. When
I
I didn't always coin till fucking Grizz fucking introduced me to Duke, anyways.
Oh, he was hilarious, so wasn't he, Duke?
He was a fucking animal, that guy. He used to jump into a sector, flat everybody, then open me up a load of bases.
It wasn't just that, but do you remember the one war we had in the sector where he got stuck in one of the tunes? Do you remember?
Oh yeah.
and he was stuck in there for over a fucking week. He couldn't
Yep.
attack. He couldn't do fucking anything. Right? He was stuck for a bloody week. It was fucking hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. But then I remember when you went to war, then you were stuck. You jumped as a clan and you were stuck there for a week. But I
Yeah.
will tell you this, the friendships we made in
Oh,
that
yeah.
week.
Yeah, with the with the enemy, you ended up making friends and allies. You know, I mean, it was great. It was fun. You ended up because nobody was 69 back then. Y'all ended up just having a ball. You know, you laughed, you joked. You know, you swatted each other. You know, you said you told each other, "Hey, great hit." Lousy hit. You laughed. I mean, it was fun. You know, it really
This
was.
is
Made a
it.
lot
It,
of friends.
it was fun. You made a lot of friends. I don't know whether what happened. I really and truly don't know what happened because
Infamy,
now it was before infamy, Grizzly.
infamy,
Because
infamy, and tags.
yeah, it all changed. I mean, before that we all had badges,
You know what somebody needs to do. Speaking of that, because I knew you were going to say that. Somebody needs to buy the Pick Badge site because it's still for sale,
Is it? Fucking hell.
and they need to pick up Pick Badges again because that
because
was the
that's
chicken
all
yet.
you had. It was, the pig badges. And I remember when I wasn't running the clan I was running, which by the way is still going. I used to jump with. We put friends put a little jump team together,
Yeah.
and we called ourselves Cheese. That was the
Yep.
fucking funny part. And everybody had their profile picture was a piece of cheese,
Yep.
right? And we had a fucking blast.
You and that crazy bunch of goddamn Germans.
We had an absolute blast.
I
Nobody-
believe in chat. No, what the fuck are they saying?
But nobody
Basically,
does it
Google
anymore.
Translate says you're going to die.
Hold on a minute. What about that fucking time you gave them 5 Arabic guys that joined MP and you put them with me?
Yeah.
Oh
And I
God,
jumped
yeah.
into the fucking sector with him. I didn't have a fucking. And they were just running about crazy. I'm getting PMs all over. UK need to
Ferris.
stop them from doing this, mate. I can't even understand them.
Good old Ferris and the screaming, blood-sucking weasels. Yeah,
Yeah.
we couldn't even bring them back to our own sector for arrest because they started attacking the fucking sector. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
That was Ferris. Yeah, I'll never forget that.
But you see, we're laughing about
Fadi,
it.
that was his name. Fadi. Good old Fadi.
Yeah.
Him and his goddamn bunch of Arabic, non-English speaking, bloodthirsty. I mean, seriously, everybody out there is listening. It was like turning a bunch of goddamn blood crazed weasel into a hen house. I mean, they were all from 47. You know, we put UK in charge of them, and it was just him and you and Max, and it was funnier than hell because you get through that. We'd send them out to attack a sector to defend one of our allies. We couldn't even bring them home for arrest because they just start attacking everybody in their own goddamn home.
Yeah, we used to have to keep them occupied more than anything else. Keep the fuckers occupied.
Yeah, you couldn't let them rest.
No.
Just, no, go here now. Go to this sector. And that's when we had 400 sectors. We were running out of fucking sectors back then.
But we're talking about it. But Christ, guys, wasn't it fun?
Oh God, yeah.
And then you had what's his name now? Ballbreaker Lee. Oh fucking hell! The amount of shit he used to fucking get me in.
Everybody, Blood Rain. You remember? You
Yeah.
still got it.
Yeah.
Blood Rain was a 47 jump team. Do you remember that?
Well, yeah, it started out as an MP jump team that actually that evolved from Body's old team. That was oh God, yeah. I'll never forget that bunch of crazy ass weasels. Jesus Christ.
Lee used to jump in and go and smash one of allies, and I'd be for fuck's sake. And he used to welcome everybody into clan with a fucking condor pass.
It was fucking hilarious, but it was so much bloody fun.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was so much bloody fun.
I remember UK would bring them some bitches home, and all of a sudden I'd start getting PMs. What are these crazy fuckers doing? And then I'd go to PM UK, who was by then already fucking asleep because he lived in England. And I'm screaming in chat,
No,
caps.
no, mate. Let me rephrase.
I'm doing
for you.
caps going,
I'm
son
okay.
of a bitch, stop it.
No,
we
let
would have to goddamn attack our own guys to get them to stop.
me help you
And
out on that one, Grizz. I definitely want to sleep. I would just fucking knew what were coming, so I turned the fucking
Well,
chat off.
Well, I kind of figured that, but I wasn't going to go there, UK, because I just do really love you.
I was like, yeah, I know what's happening. Fuck that.
I'm out of here. But you know what I mean? It was so much fucking fun.
It was hilarious. We had a ball. I mean, we really did. We really did.
And in 47, what was that fucking Twatwaffels name who tried to get every one of his allies in, and on the end they turned on him?
Oh, old Charlie.
What was his game name? Do you remember?
God, I can't remember now. He still shows up once in a while, not very often. But yeah, it didn't work out. Oh,
anyways,
God.
4-7 is going to be ES again soon because I'm coming to make it ES.
God damn
Okay,
it.
I'm with you.
All right, buddy.
AF.
Tiger.
Fuck AF. I like AF, but fuck them.
Yep. His game name was Tiger.
Tiger, that's it. That's
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
But okay, guys, let's wrap it up. Let's have your last say. Valhalla.
Yeah. Thank you for having me on your show as always. Thank you to everyone out there on YouTube who's watching or is going to watch it later. Love you all. Peace. Have a good week. See you next week.
See you next week. UK Army, shout out.
Salute.
Salute.
Obviously, shout out to the panel, shout out to YouTube. Obviously, extended show today. Waffling shit for a few hours. Nice one. Yep. Crack on. Hopefully, we'll have a PvP season again soon. And until then, just smash each other just for a laugh.
That's it. Pal, Joey, can I have your shout out, please?
Shout out to all y'all for coming and doing this today, and shout out for keeping it going just a little bit longer when I dropped in out of nowhere, not knowing that y'all were actually wrapping it up. So shout out to y'all for keeping it going and keep talking about the topics. And shout out to everybody that came and watched with us while we were talking and commented in the side chat. And thank you all for the likes and the dislikes and the dirty pictures you're going to send to my inbox later after work.
No, they're not.
And just make sure they're of Hiker, please, and thank you.
Hey,
nobody else. No other dirty woman in my life.
I'm going to admit,
Yeah.
hold it right there.
She's
What
not
do you
really
know
dirty.
of a
It's just
dirty
it's a hypothetical thing that goes on in my mind, and I'm not admitting to it live or anything.
Thank you very much, Joey. Grizzly.
Shout out to everybody out there in YouTube. I really appreciate y'all being there. Maximus, get here on time, goddammit. I always enjoy it when you're here. You're funnier than shit. Especially with your Ich bin Berliner. I am a jelly fucking donut. God, that brings back JFK. Nobody here is old enough to remember that except me and Max. Christ almighty.
I've been hearing these rumors too. I've been hearing these rumors on Facebook that if I do end up quitting the game, that Grizzly's going to take over doing all the polls on the Kickside forums for me.
Oh yeah, sure. You betcha.
I've been hearing that rumor, and it's just crazy. So I just want to throw that out there while we're live, and later on he can't deny it or play like nothing happened.
There you go. Yep, I've been corralled, so obviously that's true. You heard it here on the internet, so it's got to be true. And thank you to everybody in the room here today that joined us and participated. You know, everybody out there on YouTube got to realize they ain't nobody get paid for this shit. No fucking idea why we do it, but and last week Hika, asked me if I wanted a raise, and I said yeah. She goes, "What do you make?" I said nothing. She goes, "Great, triple it." So you all have a wonderful time, and thank you so much.
Okay, shout out from me. Thanks for my Muppets here that turn up every week. You're absolutely fucking stars. I hope we covered some of this, some of the basics, what's been going on within the game. Also, remember, folks, if you want us to do a base show, send us your pictures of your base. Doesn't have to have game name or anything. Just send us a picture of your base. And we'll put them all together and we'll do a show and we get some people together and give some tips and whatever. Okay, I wish everybody a happy rest of the week. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. That don't leave you a lot of fucking options. And this is War Commander After Dark. And we are out. Have a good one, folks.